Chances meets opportunity. There's no turning back. Forward with fortitude. The future's in sight. Together we rise like stars in the night. Authenticity reigns. Love leads the way. We're speaking in harmony every single day. Speak harmony. Let your voice intertwine. So let's move forward, ever bold and true. With Sharon and Tamara, the vision breaks through. Speak harmony where hearts align.
Welcome, welcome. You are here at Speak Harmony. We are so glad and we welcome you, viewers, to come in and share with us. We have some great guests for you today, as we do every Tuesday. We hope that you're tuning in on YouTube at APAP Media. So, this episode is brought to you by APAP Media, a photo and production full-service media company specializing in podcasting, multi-camera recording, video, and live streaming services. Contact them. They are the best. info@apapmedia.com. That's A as in action, P as in Patrick, A as in always, P as in production. That's info@apapmedia.com. My name is Sharon Reed, the Heart Lady.
And I'm Sharon Thompson. Welcome to Speak Harmony. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I see we on the same wavelength,
We
yellow
are.
and yellow.
We are, matching energies, sister.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what is going on? It's July 1st.
It is July 1st. And
God, it's the middle of it's past that mark.
yeah, right, 6 months.
Yes.
All right, so listen.
Talk to me.
There's a fun fact. I
Yes.
heard a fun fact for July.
Talk
This
to
is
me.
July 1st. Did you know that the U.S. Postal Service introduced zip codes on July 1st, 1963?
Get out of town. You're joking.
I mean, that's
62
relatively
years ago.
young, right?
Yeah.
63 years ago?
Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
July 1st, 63. That's about, 62-ish.
So,
Wow.
all right.
Well, I have another fun fact. And the truth is, many of us don't know this. As Jamaicans or island folks, today starts International Reggae Month.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we're slackening up.
Okay, we're coming up there.
Man, I'm like everybody around the globe having concerts, entertainment, bringing in all this good stuff. And we're right here in Atlanta. Cold Atlanta, because I don't hear nothing going on for International Reggae Month. Kind of disappointed.
Hopefully, we'll hear some things soon. But we do have some big stuff, big announcements
Yes,
coming
we
up.
do,
So stay tuned to the episode because we have Jamaica's getting. Atlanta will be hotter soon.
True.
Right?
True.
So
the end of the month. This is the end of this month. I mean,
Okay.
let me tell you, we've got quite a lineup for you guys. So listen, you've got to share this flyer, the flyer. Like, subscribe, and share the flyer like you've never shared it before because we are coming in hotter.
hotter. All right. And
Right?
talk about hotter to cool us down.
What?
You know that this is also the month for National Ice Cream. This is the National Ice Cream Month.
Okay.
What's your favorite ice cream?
All right. Well, I mean, I know, I like the grape nuts. I
like
hear
the
you over
grape
there,
nut?
Mr. P. That's a Jamaican thing?
Rum and raisin
raisin.
and grape nuts.
That part
of
there.
course, yes.
But I like the fruit flavors too because I love some mango ice cream, Devon House mango ice cream and guava ice cream. I don't know if they have it still, but those are my favorites. Those are the original.
Little nice little flavor.
Yes. But the rum and raisin and the grape nut, man.
Yeah, that was always in my mother's freezer. Can always do that.
Depend on that. Wow.
Yeah. And my son recently made some grape nut ice cream from scratch.
What you say?
From scratch.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I'm like,
Grape
all
nut
right,
ice
grape
cream
nut
from
ice cream
scratch?
That's right.
Man, that's what we talk about. Talk about
I'll
turning
have to
your hand.
share this recipe offline with you.
Oh, there you go. Because I'm like, grape nut ice cream, come on now. You know, I mean, seriously. Love it, love it, love it. Man, so hold on. What else do we have here? National Picnic Month.
Yeah.
Disability Pride Month. We've got a few other things going on, you know. I mean, seriously. We've got some amazing stuff, but girlfriend, I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce our amazing guest that we have to kick off the show. Man, go right ahead,
Amazing
Sharon.
and very beautiful. She has the gorgeous smile, and she just snuck in here. So listen, this week's guest is Dr. Shanna K. Grant. She is a passionate financial educator. She is a professor, and guess what? She is a mathematician.
Girl.
Yes.
Girl, that part.
Okay, and so much more. So you know they say that if you like math, then you don't like English. Is that true?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? But let me tell you, that's not true for her. Because I've seen her writings, and let me tell you something,
Okay.
Shanna.
Okay.
Okay, she's being ultra modest, and she's gonna make me shore her up now. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's all that and then some.
And
And for
much
such a
more.
young lady,
Yeah.
for such a young lady, because she's our junior, Sharon. I mean, not that we're seniors, but I mean she's our
Watch
junior,
your
our
mouth.
junior. You know, love this young lady. Shanna, let me tell you, it is such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for
We are
having me. I really appreciate it.
We're so honored. And to call you a yachty.
Sure.
Let me tell you, she has done- So tell the folks a little bit about what you do, because you wear so many hats.
I do. Well, again, thank you guys so much for having me here. I really love
Pleasure.
what you guys are doing, and I appreciate you opening up your platform to have me here. I must first and foremost give God thanks
Yes.
because everything I do, He aligns my path. And
Yes.
so, first and foremost, I'm a disciple of Christ.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm a professor. I am the CEO and founder of Sharp Sessions, Math Tutoring Company. So we help students basically build their confidence in math, fall in love with math again, and go to their dream schools fully funded. I am very passionate about bridging the wealth gap for us specifically. And that is by, providing knowledge for students, for also, adults
Yeah.
alike. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. I have 2 boys.
Yes.
Keeps me very busy. And of course, my lovely husband that makes me look very good on camera. So yes, that's just a little bit about me. And yes, Mayadi. Yes, of course.
Of course.
Can
you
I
can't
throw
hate that.
something in there though? Because I mean, I'm going to embarrass you, but I'm so proud to say this every single time, Sharon. Sister Sharon, let me tell you, Shauna, I want to say thanks to you publicly, because I've got a niece, her namesake, and a few years ago, this is a professional tennis player, a teenager she was at the time, and I'm talking to her mom, and she says to me, you know, Shauna is not really doing as well in math. She wasn't really failing per se, but she wasn't doing as well. She was in Jacksonville. And at that time, I was like, okay, fine. You know, you got to try with her. She says she doesn't like math. She doesn't like math because of her tutor. She doesn't like her tutor at all.
Yeah.
She was struggling. And I said, you know what? I know somebody who's a genius at math, a math genius. Let me see if I can introduce you. But I'm like, how is that going to be? I mean, yeah, you can do things. And let me tell you something. Thanks to you,
Yes,
my
she's
niece
great.
is a pro.
Yes.
All right.
She-
and likes
she
math now.
Yeah.
she loves
Yeah.
math. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
people like you.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, but you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yes.
for you to take that situation and turn it around the way you did,
Yes.
there's hope. And speak into that camera right there and let them know what it is. I mean, because you make it so simple. She makes math just look like butter, eating butter and cheese. Seriously.
Well, I will say I fell in love with math when I was young. So in Jamaica, we say basic school, right?
Wow.
So I was using leaves as
What
money.
age was that?
About 4 or 5-ish.
Wow.
You know, using leaves as money. I was the banker. And so I was making sure everybody gets, their right change. And I was very, very good at my job. And so ever since then, it was like a thread. I was very good at math. And I stood out The other subjects I didn't care much about. And so, you know, it's important when I notice I've tutored high school, college, graduate school, and then became a professor. I saw that there's a big gap in the knowledge where math is concerned, especially for African American and minority students. And that's because a lot of times they don't see people like them in the field of mathematics. And I didn't realize it until someone says, do you realize that you're special, that not a lot of people like you are a mathematician?
Correct.
And so some of the parents who come to me, they're very adamant about who is tutoring their child. They said it's important that they see representation so that their child can realize that they too can excel in math. And so with Sharp Sessions, Math Tutoring Virtual, that's what we try to strive to do. And so we build confidence in our students, and not just confidence, but we change their mindset to let them know that mistakes are a stepping stone for success. And so as long as you try, take that first step, you will surprise yourself, blow yourself away in what you can accomplish.
So what do you attribute to the gap in math?
So we cannot continuously blame COVID, but COVID has widened that gap.
Yes.
But one of the things that I realized with students is just this phobia of failure. And so they don't even want to try. A lot of students come and they say their teacher, sadly. Their teacher, either their teacher would say, and you'd be surprised at things that teachers are telling students.
That part.
Yes.
You know, I was at Georgia State as a professor, and this was a non-traditional student who was an adult, and he was a white male, and he said, thank you for helping me to realize I can do math.
Wow.
Because when I was younger, my teacher told me I would not be good at math, and I was shocked.
Wow.
Why would you even say that to a child? So a lot of times, though, what we see and what I see a lot now is teachers, it's a shortage of teachers across everywhere, not
Mass
just in
shortage.
the U.S.
Yes.
And especially proficient in math. And so they're giving out a lot of worksheets.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sending them a lot of videos.
Yes.
And so the students do not comprehend the content, the context of what they're learning. And so they
for
get
us
frustrated.
Parents, we don't know the new math.
Don't have a clue.
Let's not
we
talk
do
about
this and this.
new math. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But what I always stress when it comes to new math, what parents get frustrated about is the U.S. We are behind in the world.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to mathematics.
Really?
We're behind we're the big mighty U.S., but we're behind, especially to our, China and those
course.
other countries.
Oh, well, yeah.
And so the new math is a way to possibly bridge that gap, because the new math is introducing ways that students can really understand the content and not just use semantics or like steps 1, step 2, and those type of things. We want to get them away from just 1, 2, 3, this is the step, to understanding. We call it relational understanding, and to think critically and problem solve. So
what you do, I mean, I know you do everything, but I'm just saying, for someone like you, I mean, you don't have enough time in the day because you've got 2 young ones, you've got a whole complete family, and then outside of that, to be able to get your mic a little close. So my thing is to add something else to your plate. I don't want to do that to you, but I'm so serious. I mean, as far as tutorials, I mean, workbooks, because I know you're an author as well.
Oh, yes.
So speak to that part, because we need to get the stuff out there. We need to get it on forums where we can say, get online and learn. I mean, we'll teach you. We'll do just like they have those online, you can go in and do a YouTube course.
Yes.
I'm talking about a Dr. Shanna Grant course.
Well, I do have a YouTube.
Yes.
And I am posting weekly videos, mathematics, helping students to get those content that they think is so hard, and especially SAT prep as well. So our YouTube is the Numbers Hub. We do all things math and money. And so I use that as a way. I really talk to students, and I talk to just a general family on how to build wealth and how to excel in math. Yes. And also I'm doing a summer enrichment this month, July 26th. And this is free to all students.
The information, where would they?
Yes, so if you go to our website, sharpsessions.com/summer enrichment.
And that's sharp with an E.
Sharp with an E, yes.
Okay.
That's my maiden name. So sharpsessions.com/summer enrichment. And so we are almost at our max for students to sign up. It is free for ages 4 through 16. Because the young ones, those are really where, like I said, I got
You're
that
gonna catch
love,
them there.
right?
Yes.
And we want to, catch them so that they don't get to that teacher who makes it horrible for them.
Yeah.
They come to the enrichment and they do a lot of activities. This year we're doing math, finance, entrepreneurship,
All right.
and they're going to be doing lots of games. Just having fun.
Yeah, I think that's great. I would love to see also that we have something for the parents. Since we're saying a lot of the teachers, that's not what they're,
Yes.
not all teachers really work
Created equal.
right.
You know that? I mean, seriously.
or excel in math or
Yes.
find fun ways for children to learn. So for that busy mom, and if they had some type of tutorial to help. I also noticed that you are a financial educator.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And so hence your programs that you're starting and the internet for the younger children. Tell
Yes.
us a little bit more about that.
Yes. So I didn't, when you get out of your little bubble, like your family life,
Yes.
that's when you realize that you're lucky.
Yes.
So I've been good with my money, but then when I saw my friends and other people, I'm like, what are you doing? Credit card debt. And you don't understand interest rates, and you're getting excited when you hear you get a 20% interest rate loan. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's going on here? Those are the conversations I was having when I was like in college and so forth. And so I'm a licensed financial professional.
Of course.
And when I started, I was writing my book, A Toolkit for Raising Wealthy Kids.
Oh, nice.
And I was doing research and I saw the gap. If you see the gap between the top 1% and the lower 50%, it is huge. And it's getting wider.
And this is America that we're talking about.
In America. Yeah. And it's getting wider and wider and wider. And I said, no, we have to change this. We have to change this. And so I started about 2 years ago with my book. Now I do workshops, I do investment courses, and I just really educate as much as I can, because that's what really holds us back. We perish because of a lack of knowledge. And so anybody who is interested in listening, I share. And that's why I have Math and Money on my YouTube channel.
Definitely checking that out.
yeah.
You also have a workbook that goes along
Yes. So the workbook goes along with it because I'm a professor, so
can't
help
teacher out.
herself.
yes. And so you have the book to read for those of us who just love to read.
Yes.
But we want it to be interactive. And what's great about it is it also is for you to bring the kids in.
Yes.
And so there are fun games. Like my son, they were playing the crossword puzzle, just learning about money. So there are a lot of different fun activities that you can do just to bring the kids in. We talk about how you can actually build wealth. So we start off by talking about the foundation of wealth, how to build it, how to budget, how to really set yourself up using entrepreneurship, life insurance, or a business.
Yeah.
And the piece that a lot of us forget is protecting your wealth,
Yeah.
getting a trust,
Yeah.
or at least a will.
Yes.
So all of that is jam-packed in this.
Wow.
Are you kidding
Little
me?
book.
Wow, I love it.
Producing a will?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That
And all the
is inclusive.
resources
Yes.
that they need.
All right.
And where can they get that though? Where can
So
they
both
get that?
workbooks
Those.
are listed on Amazon right now.
Okay.
I do also sell them, but Amazon, I figure, is for everybody worldwide if they would like to grab a
Got
copy.
you. Got you.
Well, that is definitely.
My goodness. And when you said you're starting that university again?
The university?
The Dr. Shauna Grant University? Because
Well,
seriously,
let me check with the man upstairs
There you
and
go.
see what
There
he
you go. Yes,
Yeah.
because seriously, that is where I would be sending everybody. Listen, you need to go over there. I mean, this is what we're talking about. You have siblings, and I'm sure. I mean, again, not all children are created equally. You have 2 little boys. Did you have siblings growing up? Do you have
I
siblings?
actually have 5 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
And so I'm in the
And
middle.
are they math geniuses too, or?
Well, one of my brothers, he's an engineer.
Uh-huh.
So I guess he is.
Okay.
Kind of, sorta. But I got the matte genes from my daddy, so.
Oh, and that was my next question.
Yes.
Where do you think that?
Yes,
you
my
picked it
dad.
up? Yeah.
My dad was also an engineer, and so I don't know if that's what fueled me growing
Yes.
up, because everybody was like, "Oh, you're just like your daddy. You're good with numbers." But I don't know. I think it's the puzzle, solving it, making sure it's correct, and not just correct, but how are you getting this? So the problem solving piece. And what a lot of people neglect to realize, math isn't about getting the answer. If a student can explain to me what they're doing, if the answer is wrong, they still get credit, because it's the problem solving.
That's
Yes,
critical
of course.
thinking.
Because when you go out in the world,
Yes.
that's what we have to do.
That's
Yes.
right.
You go down the street and someone does something you don't like, you have to think in your brain, problem solve.
Of course.
Yes.
How am I going to
How
get
can
this
I
together?
navigate,
How can I navigate
this issue
That's it.
instead of
course.
fighting, or how can we come to amends?
Yes.
Or even if you're at an event and something crazy happens, you don't
course.
panic. You just think
Work
about
through it.
solutions. Of
course.
Yeah.
Right? And so students will say, what's the point of this? And I sit there and I lecture them on the point of this. And I said, it's not the answer. You just need to think about what you're doing, what it requires, right? And they just realize at the end of the day, they come back and they say, you know what, Dr. Grant? Thank you for that.
Of course. Because you make it so palatable. You make it so easy. You
I
make
try.
it. She does.
Yes,
She makes it
teaching
really
them to
just
break
easy.
it down and think for themselves.
Of course.
And
Critical
I'm thinking as
thinking.
you were talking how important it is, because I don't know. I'm sure you have experience going into the supermarket or any store and getting change, and from those young ones. If it's 7:33 and you give them 3 cents, they
don't
like
throw.
don't
what am I
realize what's
supposed
going on.
Totally thrown off. No, you're right.
Totally. And if they don't have a calculator to figure it out, and I'm sitting there and I'm saying,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
let's not talk about the calculator, but I think
that's not your friend?
I'm an American, so I'm not talking bad about America. But in the American school system, they get calculators so quick. Oh my gosh. When I tutor, I don't tutor as much anymore, but when I used to really tutor, I tell them no calculators. And I have to, and this is high school students.
Really?
They get the calculator like in middle school.
And what happens
or
there?
Some of them elementary school. Wow. And so that pulls them from actually knowing what they need to know, like their times table, right? Or one student, she was going to the calculator to do 1 divided by 1. And I said, no. You have to
goodness.
think about this.
Oh, wow.
And so, but this is what's happening in the schools.
Of course.
So that's why when you're at the register and you say, hey, I'm giving you 3 cents, so just give me a hard whatever back.
Yes.
They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to that.
Yes.
So if it's not credit card and you're giving cash,
It's frightening.
You better count your change.
It's
because they
really,
don't-
oh, no. It's frightening.
Yes,
It's frightening.
It's sad.
It's a crisis. Every time I speak to my colleagues, I'm like,
We're in trouble.
the leaders that are going to be ahead of us coming, we got to really,
But they're going to be taking care of us.
Yes,
That's the
exactly.
scary
That's
part.
the crisis that
they're the
we're
ones that
gonna
we're
be
going to be
facing.
passing the baton on to them. So if we
Exactly.
don't equip them, it's
That's
our
it.
fault.
That's it.
So it makes our job just twice as, I don't want to say difficult, but a
It
lot
is
more.
it
It is
is.
difficult.
It is.
It's challenging.
Yeah, it's
It is.
My
because,
goodness.
Yeah,
I mean-
to be able to critical think. And what if the cash register, or what if the power is out?
That's it.
What are you going to
Oh, yeah.
do,
That's
right?
it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's still going back to basics, and really instilling our children that both have their place.
yes.
Well, what about AI?
That's what I was
Where
gonna say, yeah.
where does AI? Well, I know.
Look
I
at
saw
her
that. I
face.
saw that expression. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Whoops.
Well, I'm
Well,
not against AI,
right.
Because I use AI a lot,
Okay.
but I've seen where AI is wrong. I've tested it, and my students have tested it, and so in particular, I'm talking about ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't use a lot of other AI tools, and I would put a question, and I would go, "Hey, what's the answer here?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, this is wrong." And they say, "Oh, let me check again. You're right. This is wrong." And that's the next thing. Students are putting questions. Listen. This year, I've seen maybe 2 to 3 students cheating with AI in my exams.
Are you joking?
Yes. And so what we try to do, though, is show them how to use it to help them.
Yes.
Because it can be a tool to explain.
Of course,
And to
of course.
show, okay, this is how you might
It's
need to
an
think
aid.
about it. Yes. Like my upperclassmen students, that's like juniors and seniors, in the classes that they're in, there's no numbers.
So Yes.
Ooh.
So we're
Are
getting
you
ready
kidding me?
to wrap up here.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I'd like to ask you, what's one lesson your work has taught you that you think everyone should learn at some point in their life?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Loaded question. Yes.
My work. Okay. Well, grace. Grace. As much as the students, when they come in the classroom, they are coming, like I mentioned, with the system that is maybe, let's say, broken,
Yeah.
for lack of better words, for them. And so they have the gap and they're in the university system. And I'm looking at them, you're not ready for this level of coursework. And so I have to give them grace.
Yes.
Because if they don't get it, what's going to happen to them?
Yes.
And so I open my door. I'm not gonna play, you guys. I'm a very strict professor.
Oh, yes.
But I do learn that some of them, they just were hurt by the system.
Of course.
That was broken, giving them the calculator, giving them multiple tries to
That microwave society.
Yes. And so I have to really catch myself a lot. A lot of time, God, Shanna, you want grace.
Yes.
Give grace.
Give
I love
grace.
that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I see, as I'm hearing you talk, that you build up the self-esteem of the student that really says to themselves,
Yes.
I can't do math.
Yeah,
don't know
I
my
work
numbers."
hard for
Yeah.
that. And I instill a growth mindset to help them to realize that as long as you work hard at something and you don't give up, that's the important piece.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Math questions, they may be challenging at first, but as long as you don't give up, you will be okay.
So what, as you said, the final word, math is really not mathing, but it can math, right? I mean, for real. I mean, it can math. I mean, it
can
doesn't
math.
have, it doesn't have to be as crazy as it is. Because I mean, would you say that?
Yes.
I mean-
math is everybody's friend. I tell my students all the time, it's like a relationship. If you do not call it, if you do not talk to it, if you do not constantly engage with it, you're not going to have a good relationship with it, right?
That's right.
And so just have a good relationship just like you would with your spouse or,
Or you would like with money.
Oh, you would
right?
like with money, yes.
Absolutely. So, because math is an exact science. So we ask all our guests before they leave one question: how do you speak harmony? How do you share a message of unity into your work, to your students?
Wow. Okay. How do I speak harmony? Well, I guess I would say in terms of relating myself to them, I would say I was in your shoes.
Yes.
I understand this literally because I was a student at the institution I teach.
Oh,
Yes. And so I said, I've been in your seats. I know what you're going through, and I'm here for you. We're all in this together. So my doors are always open. So I hope that answers the question.
yes, you do. Oh my
Thank you
goodness.
so
we
very
so
much.
appreciate you. One last time, tell the folks how to reach you, because I mean, there are people, they're curious.
Okay.
To get used to do it slowly so they can make note or record it, whatever, but let them know
Yes.
how they can reach out to you.
For sure. If you do a contact card on our website, Sharp Sessions, SHARPE, Sessions with an S.com, you'll find me, or our YouTube channel is growing and we'd love more support there. The Numbers Hub, and my social media is Shanna K Grant on Instagram, if you'd like to connect with me.
Thank you so much.
Girl,
thank
and
you
when are
guys
you
for
coming
having
back?
me.
Because we're gonna do that revolving door with you.
Yeah,
You've got to come
definitely
back
gonna
in
get
here.
the books and work
Yes,
on my
yes.
numbers.
actually brought a copy for each of you.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh! Wow. So we've got to put out. We appreciate you. We
Thank you for
so much.
having
And
me.
Thank you, Prezi, as I call him, her hubby, and her two handsome little princes for having her journey all this way to be with us. We
It was a
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Thank you guys for
what a
having me.
blessing
Thank
you
you
are
so
to
much.
this whole
So welcome.
universe.
Well,
Thank you. No,
Universe.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You are.
Thank you.
You are. You're a plus.
Thank you very much.
Wow, man, I love it. So, Cher,
Yes.
what a day! A math pro. Can you imagine?
Okay, things have changed since tree ones, tree two. Things have changed.
Things have changed.
When we taught them, they were
Girl.
like, tree, what?
Oh, like what is that?
Okay, yeah, so things
Oh
have
my
changed.
goodness, I love
And it's
it.
just real exciting that
Yes.
we get to have someone like Shanna who
Yes, who's
really
speaking into
invested,
our
yes,
totally
absolutely.
vested in our children.
Yeah.
We appreciate that so much. You know, I mean, honestly, look, truth is, we need more like her.
Okay.
We really, if we could just clone her.
Was math your favorite subject?
Not really.
Not
I mean,
really.
but you know, it's funny. My dad taught my sister math. But, you know, I mean, it just went over my head. English was is my strong suit. So I scraped through, as they say in Jamaica, we scraped through math. I was never a math person, still not. But let me tell you, she makes it so palatable.
So we're going to get with Shanna.
Girl, please.
Make us love
and
math.
make us, that part.
All
But
right.
listen, you know what? We're going to go to a commercial break. And when we come back, oh my goodness, do we have a fun-filled evening, the rest of this evening for you. I mean, it started off with the Math Pro, and then we're going right into it. So here we go. Welcome back to the second and final segment of Speak Harmony. And on this first day of International Reggae Day, yes, 2025, International Reggae Day, Reggae Month it is really, as they would say. It's very fitting, it's absolutely fitting for us to kick off this month, this Reggae Month, with the finalists of the Jamaican International Independence Foreign Song Competition. We've got in the studio, blessing us, gracing us with his presence, the one and only Dr. Garfield Gary McCook. Welcome to Speak Harmony.
Thank you.
Man, good to
Thanks.
have you. Good to have you. My goodness. So we're gonna kick this off in a different kind of way because I did some digging and I found out about this Gimme Jamaica. And I'm like, Gimme Jamaica, what is that? Tell us more about Gimme Jamaica.
Well, Gimme Jamaica is a theme song for the Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition. And having a competition, I cannot enter the competition. So for me to be relevant, we had to come up with a theme song. So that's where Gimme Jamaica came. I called my producer in Jamaica and told him, I needed a music for this new competition. And then he sent me over the music. And then I said, this seems so good. Why not put words to it? So
Yes.
I had to work backwards, put words to it. And big ups to Sheila Top Star out of Jamaica,
Nice.
who's actually in the studio with us today.
Woohoo! Yes,
So
yes,
big ups
yes.
to Sheila in the studio with us.
All right,
today.
Shella.
He's the one who did the production for Gimme Jamaica.
Nice. Wow. And this competition, I mean, I know because by talking to you, chatting with you before, it was one of those situations where people outside of Jamaica, I mean, in other words, you wanted to compete in Jamaica, but there was no such thing. There was no accommodation for folks living outside Jamaica.
Yes, and that laugh tells me that there was some controversy going on and you had to work through that. Tell us about it.
Well,
Yes.
well, it's just life. I wouldn't use that word anymore. I would
Okay.
just say, things happen, and
Yeah.
when one door closes, another opens.
Absolutely.
So we opened
Yeah.
the door for GIFs, the acronym for Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition. And we're here now 5th year. So I think we have done well. We went through the growing pains, and we're growing now.
So tell us, how does that work? What does that really mean, and how can people enter into this competition?
So first thing is, in an effort not to compete with the local JCDC,
Okay.
you have to be a Jamaican living in the diaspora. So that's the first criteria. And so,
And the JCDC, for those who are watching or listening and they're not sure what JCDC is. Can you tell about that
well,
acronym?
it's the Jamaica Cultural Development Corporation. I think that's it, JCDC.
Commission.
So that's our big thing in Jamaica. Very great organization. It's been there for years. And that's where all our artists, our festival song, when I was back home, that's where you listen to. So big ups to JCDC. Love you, love you, love you. And so that's their local competition. So we're just the foreign brand of that.
And so people vote for that across the board throughout the United States,
Yes.
other
But
countries.
Right. So right now we have voting actually ended last night. And we have votes, folks from around the world, and big ups to you, all of you tuning in from all over the world. Thank you for your votes. So the votes help to propel the top 7 or to choose the top 7 into the finals.
Okay.
So you guys, I think you did a good job. You're going to hear your winners, or all of them are winners. You're going to hear your winners announced tonight in a short while. So big ups to you again.
Man, and you said people from all over the entire world
That's correct.
can compete in this competition. That's why you opened it up, because they couldn't compete in Jamaica. So you opened up this space to accommodate them, which was amazing. So I just applaud you for that. I mean, that's amazing, Dr. G.
Yeah, we needed to find a platform,
Yes.
over the years, talking to my good friend Dr.
Yes.
Laxis Stevenson from Axiom Records and others. We realized that there was a need here.
Yes.
So we created the platform, and there are folks who have entered in these 5 years. We've had over maybe 50 to 60 artists who, under normal circumstances, would not have had that platform.
Interesting.
So it's giving them an opportunity.
Giving them that
Absolutely.
opportunity to start here and then branch out into bigger and better
people get
things.
to hear. So it's all over, and we know reggae is all over.
It's
Everybody
all over
loves
the world.
reggae
Oh, yeah.
music,
Oh, yeah. People come as far as from where, Germany? Was it Germany?
Yeah, well,
You
the
had some
first
guy?
entrant in the
Yes.
was a guy out of Germany, King Noah. He was the first person to enter the competition back in 2021. We had Zena Banks out of London.
Out of London.
We had the winner for the first year, La Viluja out of Canada. We had Tanya
Tanya
Lou
Lou.
out of Canada.
Yeah,
And then,
she's entered.
the rest of the artists have been here in the United States, in different states, including Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Man, so that means that anybody, it's already too late for this year, but guys, gear up for next year. So you can get your information,
Yes.
on that website. You can go to the website, plug away. But when is this competition? Because I know it's right around the corner.
Yes,
and
well,
people gearing up.
as of today, we have 25 days to go for the finals. I'm going to announce the top 7 tonight, and then it's rock and rolling through to the 26th of July here at Shiloh High School in Snellville, Georgia.
Right,
So-
and we're not going to delay because we're going to be hearing those. So we're going to go ahead and start the countdown.
Okay.
Do we want to do that?
So,
Go ahead.
drum roll. Yeah, so we're going to announce in random order. And again, congratulations to all the artists that entered. These are your top 7 for 2025. First person going on to the finals is none other than Lisa Blackford singing My Jamaica Sweet Home.
Awesome.
We were captured and mistreated, misused and abused. By the grace of God we made it. Victory was what we chose. Though the road was rough and long, we endured and we carried on. We fight and we prosper, we little but we tolerate. Help me sing this song. Give us your wisdom to live as one. Grant us your power so we can be strong. Show us your grace, mercy, and faith. My Jamaica home, sweet home. Now we're proud of this our country. An island strong and
Yes, that was Lisa Blackford singing My Jamaica Home, Sweet Home. Great start for the finals for 2025. Up next, we have none other than Dion Nib singing My Sweet Jamaica.
Let me say, woke up from my dream this morning. She said, can you come and sing for me, darling? She said she danced all night till she sweat. She said that she will never forget Independence Road parade this morning. And then she said, gimme, 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 gimme my sweet Jamaica, Jamaica. Gimme, 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 gimme your precious love, precious love. Gimme, 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 gimme my sweet Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Island paradise from God above. Oh yeah.
Yes, what a good start. Those are two songs. I don't grudge it. I'm not envious of the judges. I've never been envious of the judges. And they're going to have a hard time this year. But without further ado, let's go on to the third finalist for 2025. None other than Ija Noah singing Yardie.
Yardie are the best, we are the best, we are the best. Yardie are the best, I say we pass all tests. Yardie are the best, we no take no check. Come me say flex them yardie, we say fi hold them yardie. Yardie are the ones we know the golden rule. Yardie are the ones we hard for food. Yardie are the ones we no take no mess. Yardie are the ones we stood all tests. Come me say flex them yardie, we say fi hold them yardie. We say fi flex them yardie. We say fi hold them yardie. Yeah, 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 yardie. Yeah, 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 yardie. Yeah, 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 yardie. Yeah, 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 yardie. Yardie praise the one, the most high one. We got the hopeful one, I say the hopeful one.
Yes, that's a true Yardie. We are all Yardies here.
Wow.
Okay. Now we move on to a young lady out of Canada. She's been here before and she's back again. None other than Tanya Lou singing Jamaica Soul.
Dryland tourists and Jamaican lovers, come in. You can take the man out of Jamaica, but you can't take the Jamaican out of the man. There is no place like home, the black, green, and gold. No matter if you're there, a yard or abroad, Jamaica's in our soul. There is no place like home, the black, green, and gold. No matter if you're there, a yard or abroad, Jamaica's in our soul. Jamaica is a vibe wherever you go. Reggae rhythm fill the air, but Mali music everywhere. Our greeting, what a guan, make you bust out a smile. Global destination, tourist dream vacation. More than sun, sea, and sand, the people and culture make Jamaica number one. We rock and come into the festival beat, our island in the sun. There is no place.
Yes, Tanya singing Jamaica Soul out of Canada. Welcome back, Tanya. Now we move on to a young man. I call him a young man, although he told me that he's been doing reggae for 71 years. So I'm not sure how he's a young man, but let's hear from Charlie Crook singing Jamaica Now.
Yeah, na na na, na na. Big up Jamaica, if you love Jamaica, big up Jamaica now. Big up all the tourists coming to Jamaica by the millions and spending billions. Big up all the people working at the airport, especially that pretty girl who stamped my passport. Big up everybody living on the island. In every parish they can feel high vibration. From Kingston
Yes, Charlie Crook singing Jamaica Now. Okay, we move on to the sixth finalist for 2025, the Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition. And we have a returning artist again, and he was actually the winner of 2024. I guess he loved it so much he's back. So let's hear it for Ernil Erlington and Doxology singing If You Love Jamaica, Say Yes.
We work so hard to put food on our table. When vacation time come, we can't afford it, we're just not able. But mark my word, the same way you believe in your Bible, I'm coming to Jamaica this year. That's plain and simple. What's going on in this country is out of control. The wickedness and bigotry has been unfold. It was already great, great and as good as gold. This place was a piece of paradise. That's what I was told. You know when I love.
You know, I feel like I'm in Jamaica right now. What do you all feel?
Let me tell you, man, I'm just imagining myself under one coconut tree
Okay.
with a good high school coconut.
Yes. And you know,
Jesus.
Jeff's motto is loving you from afar. So this is us showing the world that we're still loving Jamaica from afar. And last but not least, we go on to the seventh finalist, making it for the 2025 Jeff's final. And we got a young man called Lee Priest Johnson singing Jamaica in My Blood.
All Jamaicans, whether you're their yard or you're their foreign land, you not forget where you come from, because Jamaica in your blood. Oh Lord, Lord, Lord. Woo! Huh. Dibby dibby di bang ba ding ding, dibby dibby di bang ba ding ding, dibby 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 di bang ba ding ding. Hey, Lord, Lord. Dibby dibby di bang ba ding ding, dibby dibby di bang ba ding ding, dibby 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 di bang ba ding ding. Hey. Everywhere I go, Jamaica in my blood. I want the world to know Jamaica in my blood. All when me live in a snow, Jamaica in my blood. As long as me break it a blow, Jamaica in my blood. So when you get little time, visit Jamaica, chill and unwind. High revives, nice sunshine, no problem, everything fine. Take a trip to Montego Bay, Tontiwa for St. Anne's Oche, Portland, Westmoreland.
And there you have it, top seven for Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song 2025 finalists.
Awesome. Wow.
Yes. And
Congratulations to them
Man.
all. But
Yes.
I liked it. There was each of them had their own special
special
message, how they
yes.
love Jamaica,
Yes.
and how they the different styles in the rhythm. Them.
Yes.
So I love it.
Yes.
We wish them the very best.
yes.
Let me tell you, it's going to be a steep one. And it's getting better every year. It gets better every year.
And I
5
think-
years.
right?
Strong.
And I see you loved all of them because you were singing them.
Yes, I mean,
You know, these artists, they put
They're
a whole
creative.
lot
They do.
out, you know, I mean,
They do.
They
They do.
One of the good things about the GIFs competition is that you can still function normally by going to work. You just bust a tune, send it in, you have the voting and all that stuff. So that's an encouraging factor for them because, you know,
It is.
the music business is not an easy business to break
Yeah.
in.
It
So
is,
we're hoping that this platform can create that break in for them.
Give them some
And,
notoriety.
so they've worked hard. So kudos to you guys and gals, and see you on the 26th.
For those watching, I mean, there's hope. There's hope. I mean, there's always next year, and the gifts guys are amazing. So give us before you go, just give us a rundown where it's going to be, where it's being held, where people can get their tickets, and so on and so forth.
All right, so since we're just coming off the songs, let me just say to the judges out there, I wish you all the best. We got
I don't wanna be one.
five judge panel, five music enthusiasts that are going to delve into the music and that night, and performance is going to be very important. So if you guys are listening to artists, performance.
Okay.
And the judges this year, we have a 5-judge panel. We have a young man, Tunde Sam. Congratulations, Tunde, and thanks for joining the team. We have Paul Abrams from Rockers International in the house.
Love
He's going to be, love that. Yes, everybody knows Paul. We have Dr. Jermaine Gordon, who's going to be a judge. Welcome. Jermaine is recently moved here and he's been involved and getting, deeper with us. We have a judge coming back from last year, Professor Hugh Davis.
Awesome.
He's back. And then Roger McFarker. He's been back as a judge. So that's a 5-judge panel we have for this year.
Wow.
Folks that are going to judge your songs and judge the songs and make sure we have the winner. Yes.
So
and
the winner will be announced at Shiloh on the day of
On the 26th.
yes, on the 26th.
Okay.
So it's the 26th of July. Doors open at 5 p.m. Show starts exactly at 6. Don't be like some who came at 6:30 and said, "What's going on?" We are on time.
Okay.
Tickets again at jiifsc.com. We have a early bird or discounted ticket through July 15th, which is $45. And at the door, it's $50. So those who want to have an extra $5 to spend at the concession stand, July 15th is your deadline.
I love it.
So we're looking forward. It's going to be a great night. We have returning. We have the SWAT band.
Awesome.
SWAT band has been backing the singers for all these years, and it's very interesting that the SWAT band now will have, as of tonight, all the songs to rehearse.
Okay.
And they're going to come. The guys are going to come, the artists, and they're going to rehearse with them. And then we've had a great job. So big ups to our SWAT band. Max Production is our production teams.
Okay.
APAP Media has been with us since the get-go. Big ups to Mr. P.
Big up Mr. P.
Yes, big up Mr.
APAP
P.
Media.
Big up,
Yes.
big up.
That's the studio we are in now, guys. If you don't know, we're in APAP Media Studio.
That's right.
Right, with Speak Harmony. And so it's going to be very interesting. We have our keynote speaker. Is going to be none other than Dr. Evan Smith from the Atlanta, Montego Bay sister city. We have opening up. Who else can open up in Georgia than the Honorable Donna McLeod is opening up
big
for us
thing.
this year.
Say it loud.
Yes,
Brap,
and
brap.
the man who's going to steer us along as our host, none other than Will Hart.
Okay.
Will Hart, comedian, is going to be there, and my good buddy Parry Hines will be the one coordinating all of this stuff with he and Dr. Laxley Stevenson. Those are the ones who make sure that everything runs smooth.
This sounds like an evening that you cannot miss.
You cannot miss.
I mean, just entertainment at itself.
Shiloh will never be the same.
Okay.
Won't be the same.
So spoken like a true yardie, he said, "We are bossa tune."
Bust that tune.
Bust that
Bust
tune.
tune.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
the tune.
Yes.
So as we wrap up, Dr. Gary, listen, we want to ask you, how do you speak harmony?
How do I speak harmony?
How do you
I
speak
think-
harmony?
Just being true to yourself and true to others around you. Don't think of you as an individual. Think about the people around you. Think about life. We're all here for a reason and a purpose. As my good friend Dr. Lax always says, he has a thing they call a collision with purpose.
Yes.
So we should all, through Speak Harmony, collide with that purpose and just treat our brothers and sisters in fairness.
So you pretty much answered the question, because my next question really was, how do you share a message of unity working with JIIFSC?
Well,
That's the final question. I
yeah.
promise.
Well, I for the past 5 years, I always tell people I'm just this little guy with an idea, and I just put the idea out there, and we bring the right resources or the right team together, including yourself. Sharon is one of the directors on our team, so
Well,
thank you for
pick up
Sharon.
Sharon.
Yeah, so it's just
we
a
try.
matter
It's a
of
community thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
just trying
it's a
to
family thing.
trying to keep that culture that we're accustomed
Yeah.
to in Jamaica. We love with Jamaica bad, love Jamaica bad, love Jamaica bad, you know?
Yes.
So
It's not with
Jamaica.
blood.
It's not with blood.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
so it's just
Love
trying
it.
to,
Yes.
you know, be a cohesive unit.
Yes.
And bring
Yes.
our Caribbean and Jamaicans together. The Caribbean folks, the others other than Jamaica, are wondering how we do this.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anything like this. I don't even think some of them have the independence like we have.
They don't.
Yeah.
But we're just trendsetters.
And we are, you know what I mean? I would be remiss if I did not mention this gentleman over here is from the Purple and White School on North Street. Lord have mercy, because this is what they do. He's a KCOB, right? A KCO boy, a proud one, might I add. So, I mean, we thank you for what you do in this community. You know, it's amazing. You know, I mean, that we have all these outlets. Because, I mean, it's so boring. Life would be so boring if we didn't have all the GIFs and the likes of GIFs.
Yeah.
You know, so we thank you again
Not a
for what
problem.
you do. I mean, blessings to you, and I can't wait for the 26th. Boy,
I will
let me
be
tell you,
there.
judges, God bless them. I would not want to be in the shoe.
Okay.
And you know, we need to fill Shiloh High School, guys.
That's correct.
Let's do it.
JIIFSC.com. $45 prior to up to July 15th and
Yeah.
50 thereafter. We gotta fill that place. We gotta bring the love there. What did you say this month is, Sharon?
National. So it's International Reggae Month.
Okay.
So we've got to get it together.
Let's
We've got to do
support.
it.
And
We have
this
to
is
support.
a wonderful way to support.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
Get your tickets. You have until the 15th. Get your tickets now. Them going fast. So we thank you again. We thank you again, my brother,
Yes.
brethren. What a beautiful evening. What a beautiful evening it's been on Speak Harmony, sister.
Yes, we have. Beautiful. We learn our ones and twos, and
What?
we playing our ones and twos.
That part.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. So,
Wow. So until next time, I just want to say thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Again, like, subscribe, and share.
please share.
Please share this, because I mean the word's getting out.
Yeah.
We want word to get out that there's a Dr. Shanna Grant in our midst.
Yes.
There's a Dr. Garfield McCook in our midst. We're blessed to have these people, guys. So like, subscribe, and share. Speak Harmony. Until next time, we thank you for joining us, each and every one of you online and right here in the studio. Jam-packed.
Thank you so much.
Right? We thank you. We bless you.
Yes.
Until next time, see you next week. Same time, same place. Right here in APAT Media.
Speak harmony.
Speak Harmony.
Red, white, and blue. Raise the black, green, the gold. Stamp our name on the world. We are many, we are one. Every continent we have gone. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North and South.